Welcome to another Tub Pilates video. We're going to be doing a beginner workout today, focusing on our magic circle, sometimes known as the circle of doom, ring of fire, whatever you want to call it. So make sure you grab that. And then we're also going to need our long box today. So go ahead and have that nearby as well. We're going to start off with some footwork. So go ahead and set your springs to whatever you like for that. I typically recommend 2 mediums and a light or 2 mediums and a heavy. I usually go for about 3 springs depending on the day. So choose 3 and we'll start from there. Once your springs are set, we'll go ahead and lay down on our reformer. We're going to slide our legs through that magic circle and bring it up to just past your knees. We don't want it on our knees. We want it just past our knees. Those pads are going to be on the outsides of your thigh. We're going to start with the arches of our feet on that foot bar, arms down by your sides. Let's just take a couple of breaths in and out to kind of get settled in. Big breath in through your nose. Fill up that rib cage. Feel it stretch and expand. Exhale out through your mouth. Knit everything together. Squeeze belly button to spine. Let's go one more big breath in through your nose. Out through your mouth. And here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Press it off. You might need to kind of adjust your feet once you come out, so that you get a little bit of pressure on that magic circle. We want to be parallel and as close to hip distance as you can, but you might need to take it a little bit further out. We're on our arches. When you press it out, make sure you give everything a good squeeze. Really stick that position. Reach your toes over the front of that bar. Get a little stretch down the top of your foot. Big breaths in and out as you do, checking in on your body, seeing how everything is feeling today, getting those muscles warmed up for the tough work. Let's press the carriage all the way out. Bend your knees, come halfway in. We're going to go tiny pulses. You should feel a little pressure from that magic circle, just kind of clicking in all of these muscles that are pressing back out against it for 3, 2, 1, press it all the way out, pull it all the way in. We're going to slide up to our heels, and if you want to slightly turn your toes out so you're closer to a Pilates V, we can even go ahead and bring those heels together, turn those toes out. But then when we press it out, we're going to lose the magic circle. So you just play around with where your feet are. I think probably about a fist distance in between those heels will keep you locked in on that magic circle. But we just want a slight turn out of those toes. So see what works for you with that magic circle there. Same deal when you press it out. Give it a little pause before you bring it back in. Send the carriage all the way out. Flex those feet back. Come in halfway and pause. And we're going to pulse out on that ring for 4, 3, 2, 1. Send the carriage all the way out. Pull it all the way in. Slide down to your toes. Step those toes out a little bit wider. We're back to parallel. And we want to make sure we've got some pressure on that magic circle. So a little bit more than hip distance, maybe. Depend on your anatomy. Press it off on your exhale. Make sure there's tension on that magic circle through the whole thing. Make sure you're not locking out your ankles. So we don't want to do this. We don't want to have stiletto feet. We just want a little lift. Just barely click on those calves. Inhale out. Oh, I'm sorry. Exhale. I exhaled and said inhale. We're going to inhale in. Exhale out. Let's press it all the way out and pause. We're going to go for some calf raises here, nice and slow. Press up to those toes. Lower down, nice and slow. If you're having a hard time keeping that ring from hitting the reformer, you can scooch it down a little bit. So slow when you do your calf raises, you want to think about maybe even doing a 3 count if you're having trouble visualizing what slow means. Press up onto your toes and pause. Bend your knees, bring it all the way in. Good. We're going to reset that magic circle. Keep it up at your thighs. We're going to come to the arches of our feet or heels of our feet. We're in parallel. We're going to go for a round of bridging. So go ahead and make sure your headrest is flat before we get into it. Arms down by your side. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, roll your hips up. Come up into that bridge. Inhale at the top. Exhale to roll it down. And keep going with that breath. We move on the exhale, rolling it up like one vertebrae at a time, and then melting it down one vertebrae at a time. And then you untuck that tailbone to finish. So think of it as if you're training to do the worm, and you can impress all of your friends with your amazing dance skills because you've practiced your articulation in Pilates. Next time you come up into your bridge, hold it there. We're going to go tiny pulses with our hips for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Pulse out on that ring for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Big breath in. Roll it down on the exhale. Give your knees a little sway. We're going to do one more round of bridging. Readjust your magic circle. Arms are down by your side. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, roll it up and hold. We're going to go into a marching variation. You're just going to straighten from your knee. Try not to shift your legs. Try and keep those thighs even. So really press out against that magic circle and just straighten your leg. It's really tough to keep those hips even. You could pop your hands onto your side, and then you'll feel if you're shifting. You might be better at one side than the other side. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, last one. Big breath in. Roll it all the way down. Give those legs a little sway. Come down to your toes. Press the carriage all the way out. This is a little bit challenging, but I believe in you strangers on the internet. Take your arms up to the ceiling. Drop your heels under. Take a big breath in. Sit all the way up on your exhale. That can be really tough, but give it a shot. We're going to slide that carriage in. Swap our springs for our arms. Like one light, one medium, but it's going to be up to you. And then we're going to lay back down with our magic circle, but we're going to take it down to our ankles. And then go ahead and lay back down. Reach up for your short loops for your arms and straps. You're going to pull the straps down by your side. Make sure you've got a little space in between your shoulders and those shoulder rests so you can fully move. Take your legs into their tabletop. We'll start with a lower and lift. If you want to add on to this, make it a little bit more challenging. As you pull your arms down, you crunch it up. This applies to all of your arm moves. Next time you float your arms up to the ceiling, pause, reach your legs up to the ceiling. We're going to go lower and lift with those legs, pressing out on that magic circle. For 4, you can flex your feet down, point your toes up. 3, use that exhale to help you get back up. 2, last one, lower to tabletop, pull your arms down. Let's go triceps here, and let's add in a little leg extension when we extend those arms. And if you want a little bit more, you can extend, pulse, pulse, and then tuck it back in. Extend, pulse, pulse, tuck it back in. 2 more, pulse, pulse. Last one, pulse, pulse. Take your legs to tabletop. We're going to go arms, circles, float up to the ceiling, out to the sides, down and around. Keep your hands below your shoulders, which means we don't want to take them way out here. We don't want to bottom out that carriage. We don't want to irritate those shoulder joints. Next time you're at the top, reverse your direction. Let's get 2 more circles. And last one. Float your arms up. Find the foot bar with your feet and hang up. those long loops. Give your arms a little stretch. Take that magic circle off your ankles, and we're gonna come up off our reformer for a second. When you get up, swap your spring to one light spring or one light spring on a button to make it a little bit heavier. And then if you need to adjust when we get into this, if you feel unstable, you can take it to one medium. We're also gonna take our foot bar up to the highest rung. If you can adjust your foot bar like that, go ahead and take it up to the higher rung. Pop off your reformer. We're gonna take this long box, press it right up against the reformer. So it's right at the side and it's right up at the foot bar. We're gonna stand on top of our box. If this makes you nervous, standing on the box to do lunges, you can absolutely just do it standing on the floor. You're not gonna have as big of a range of motion, but if you get nervous, please just ditch the box and stand on the floor. Otherwise, come to standing. We're gonna take that magic circle, press it in to the foot bar for balance. We're gonna start in kind of a proposal kneel. So we've got our left leg down on the box, our right leg on the carriage, and you can either take both hands and press, or you can go one hand and press. The thing that's most important is we wanna keep our upper body up nice and tall here. And we're gonna start with just a little extend and bend of that front leg. That back leg is kind of just chilling. We're getting a little leg work in here. Keep that head lifted. We always want to look at what's moving. Even I do. It's hard for me to remember sometimes. If you feel all right, you're welcome to take that magic circle to your chest. Put some pressure on it. Take your elbows out to the side so that your arms are kind of active, or keep it there. Now we add a rotation. You're going to reach that left arm out in front of you. Open to the side. Sweep the arm back. Open away from the reformer. Sweep it back. Follow that hand with your face. Let's get one more like this. Bring it in. Now this is where it can get a little tricky feeling. We're going to stand that knee up. So we're standing up for a full lunge now. So if this feels scary, you're just going to step it down to the floor, get that box out of the way. Keep that magic circle there for your balance if you need it. And we're going to go full lunges here. So full lunge means that this back leg, this right leg is staying straight. It's along for the ride. The weight is in our left leg and that leg is bending and extending. Keep your head lifted. Let's get two more. Last one, lunge back and pause. If you've got that magic circle on the foot bar, you're gonna pulse down on the magic circle. If it's in your hands, you're gonna pulse in together. So we'll pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way in. And carefully step it off. Get our little lunges in. All right, we're gonna take the box onto the reformer. We're going long box style. Press it right up against those shoulder rests. We're gonna stay on that one light button. We'll be going into pulling straps and roll down. So if you know you like to do those on a one medium, a little bit heavier, you're welcome to. I'm happy here at one light. Now this can be a little bit weird to get into. We want to be laying on our stomach, so prone, towards the back of the reformer. We need that magic circle with us, and it's going to go around our ankles. So it can feel a little silly to get into that position. And then we'll reach it out. We're going to grab onto these straps, and our magic circle is going to come past the foot bar, so just watch out for that. So go ahead and grab onto your straps. We're going to choke up, grab on at the tape. And if you don't have tape, it's just past the clips. We're going to pull our arms. So we're going to lift our legs just a little bit. And we're going for our pulling straps. It's just a little pull. It's down to the floor and up to our side. And we're holding a nice little extension. So let's set that up again because that was a little bit weird. So that magic circle comes just in front of that foot bar. Point your toes, squeeze your butt. You got active legs. Reach your hands right down by your sides. They're reaching for the floor. We're gonna sweep them up to our hips, lower down to in line with our shoulders. As we sweep it up, we're gonna lift our head into our extension, lower it down. Lift the head, lower it down. Let's get 2 more. Last one, lift and hold. Pulse out on that ring for 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, little breather, little pause. Keep that magic circle just where it is. We're gonna do one more round here. Whew, excuse me, but we'll switch up the arms a little bit. So let's go ahead and take our arms out to a T this time. This is a little bit trickier. So if you're having a hard time with this, go back to that same sweep we just did. Out to a T, and then squeeze by our sides. Out to a T, squeeze back. Once you feel good with the arms, we add in that chest lift. Don't forget your legs are active. You're squeezing your butt, pointing your toes. One more, and lower it down. We're not gonna pulse this time. It's a lot with that magic circle. Hang up those straps. Grab that magic circle, just bring it around to the front. And then we're just gonna flip it up. You can get there however you want. No one is watching you, so if it's super awkward, that's okay. All right, scooch up to the edge of your box. Take that magic circle, put it in between your thighs. Now this is really gonna work your inner thighs here, all right? It is a hard press. They are burning already. We won't be here very long. So get your feet. Your feet are in kind of a Pilates V, they're right at that headrest. We're gonna take our straps into our chest. Press into that magic circle. We're gonna work on our roll downs. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, roll down. You can come all the way down here if you want. Or, because it looks like those straps are getting caught in our magic circle, take it down to just about your waistband. I think that's going to be a little bit better here. And you know what? Let's do it like this. Let's grab on like this. Elbows tucked in, straps to the side. That way we're not futzing around with them getting caught on that magic circle. So take a big breath in at the top. On your exhale, tuck and roll it back to about your waistband. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, squeeze to come back up. Go with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Really squeezing that magic circle. My magic circle is a straight up magic oval right now. So there's a big squeeze there. Next time we roll it down, we're going to hold it there. And we're just holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way up. Very nice. All right, hang up the loops. Don't hang up the magic circle. And then we're just going to turn to the side here. You can sit with your legs just hanging or heels pressed into that carriage. Or if you'd like some extra ab work, you can take those legs right out in front of you and work on holding them up. We're going to reach down for our strap. We're still on that one light spring or one light button for our single arm work. Sitting up nice and tall, we've got that magic circle in the center of our chest. We're going to twist out towards the foot bar on your exhale. So big breath in. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale out. Inhale back to center. Now, what to watch for here with spinal twist is we don't want to be doing this. It's not about moving the magic circle. It's about rotation from your waist, your thoracic spine. So that circle, this is kind of crude, but like keep it tucked right around your boobs. And then that's it. See, it's not a huge move. So once you get comfortable with rotation coming from your waist, you can take that away. It gets a little bit more challenging, but you want to keep that circle dead center. It's tough. You got to be diligently paying attention. All right, rotate out and hold, and we're going to pulse on that ring for 4, 3, 2, 1, turn back to center. Good. All right. We're going to turn to face the foot bar. We're going to need both straps, so get there however feels good to you. We're going to sit on the box like it's a horse. I'm going to reach back and grab this other strap. I'm going short loops. If you need a little bit more wiggle room, you can take it to long loops. Sitting up nice and tall, elbows are tucked in, palms are facing each other on that magic circle. We're going to go for a chest press. So press that circle away from you. Tuck it back in. What you want to watch for here is as you press it out, you don't want to dive forward. You want to stay up nice and tall and keep that press just in your arms. So we press it out on the exhale. Inhale, we tuck it in. It's kind of like you're blowing it away with your exhale. Next time we press it out, pause. We're going to pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck it back in. Take a little breather. Give those shoulders a little wiggle. All right, now we go for our hug a tree, which is a tough one. It's always tough. So take that magic circle out. Make a circle with your arms. So there's a little bend in those elbows. We're going to take the magic circle hand to hand. Keep that bend in your elbows. Open your arms up. Bring them back in. Go pulse, pulse. And then take it out the other way. Bring it back in. Pulse, pulse. Open up. So you can see I'm holding that little bend in my elbows. I'm keeping my hands in my peripheral vision. I can see them the whole time. Pulse, pulse. And let's get one more on each side. Pulse, pulse. And then you can lower that down when you got it. We got one last move to do here with the magic circle. My arms are getting tired, so I know your arms are getting tired too. We're going to press the magic circle out. And then let's kind of get these straps so they're kind of on top of our arms. So that magic circle is up there. It's about in line with our forehead, and those straps are right on our arms. We're going to finish with our triceps. I'm firmly gripping the magic circle. It is just a tactile prop now. We're not going to actually do anything with it. We're going to bend our elbows. The magic circle goes behind our head, and then press it back out. Bend and press. If this is too much on your shoulders, you can lower that magic circle down and bring it to your forehead. The straps are going to kind of rub on your arms if you do that. You can also make it more challenging by reaching your arms straight up to the ceiling and pressing your arms up like that. Takes a little bit more shoulder mobility and flexibility. Let's get 2 more. Last one. Lower your arms down. Hang up your left side loop. We're taking it around the world. We'll turn to face the right, and we get our spinal twist here. So we're holding the magic circle in the center of our chest. Hands are pressing into it. Elbows are out to the side. Your legs can be pressed into that carriage, hanging or straight out in front of you for some extra ab work. Sitting up nice and tall. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, twist towards the foot bar, keeping that magic circle dead center with your chest. So it's not a huge move. My carriage is barely moving at all. I want to focus on rotation at my thoracic spine. How you want to kind of trigger that is instead of thinking about pushing the magic circle, think about leading with your shoulder. Your shoulder is opening back and turning back forward. And that will help you keep a little bit more lined up, hopefully. You can move that magic circle further away from your chest as you get comfortable with it. Next time you twist it out, pause there, and we're going to pulse on the magic circle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Hang up that long loop. Hop off your reformer. We're going to pull the box over. We got to get our lunges on this side. So go ahead and drop that box on the floor right against the reformer or even tucked under it. Push it up towards the front so it's closest to that foot bar. We're on one light spring or whatever you did on the other side. We're going to start in kind of a proposal kneel. So we've got a knee on the carriage. We've got a foot on the box. We're going to take that magic circle. You can either hold it with one hand or you can do two hands. It's going to be a bit of a reach with two. I'd recommend one if you can swing it. Other hand to the hip, up nice and tall. Left leg stays bent. Right leg pushes away and then bends, tucks back in. Press out and slide it in. Out and in. Good. And if you feel stable here, like you don't need that balance, you can take that magic circle to your chest and hold it there. A little bit more of a balance challenge here. Let's get one more and then we'll add in our rotation. So we've got that magic circle there or at your chest. Other arm reaches forward. We're going to open up, twist away from the reformer. Follow our hand with our face. If you have that magic circle, it's just a twist with the magic circle, just like when we did the spinal twist. Whichever one works for you. Hopefully you don't have a wall right next to you that your hand keeps smashing into. Pull it forward. All right, now we come to standing. Remember, if this is too much, too scary, you just lose the box. You stand right on the floor. You'll be fine. You just won't have the same range of motion. Keep that magic circle pressed against that foot bar for balance. Shift your weight to your right leg. Your left leg stays straight, so press it out straight. And we're just focusing on bending and straightening that right leg. Other hand is on the hip. Long neck, lifted chin. Try to resist the urge to look down at your knee or back at your foot. I know you want to because I want to. Maybe pick a point on the wall and stare at it. Take a little smudge. Lunge back and hold it there. We're holding our lunge. We're going to pulse on that magic circle. If you have it on the foot bar like that, if you have it in your hands, it's like this for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way in. Step off that box. Take it down off that reformer. All right. We're going to take our box back onto the reformer in our long box style. Let's crank up our springs to 1 medium. It's going to help us feel a little bit more stable here. Magic circles in the hands. We're going to scooch to the edge of our box. And by edge, I mean very edge. Like you're going to have to push that carriage away. Scoot your booty so you feel your little sits bones right at the edge of that box. You feel like you're about to slide off. That's what you want. We're going to take our feet to that foot bar. And then bend your knees so you're tucked in a tight little ball with that magic circle, all right? I got my toes on the foot bar. That's going to be best for this. So if you can swing the toes, do that. And you can see I am pushed away. I cannot close the carriage because my legs are there. So it's okay if you're pushed out. Take that, excuse me. Let me start again. We're tucked in our little ball. We're rolled up like this. At the same time, we're going to press out our magic circle, press out our legs. We're going to bring that magic circle back, roll it down, bring it overhead. Take an inhale at the bottom. Exhale. We sweep those arms up, rise it up, bend your knees, bend your arms, finish in your little circle. This is a little bit scary sometimes. Don't be afraid. You got this. So we inhale, straighten everything out. Exhale, roll it down, push into those toes into that foot bar. Take the arms back. We get that nice little extension here. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, sweep the arms, squeeze the abs, rise it up. Inhale, crunch it back in. Let's get 2 more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, roll it back. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, sweep it up. Inhale, tuck it in. 1 more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, roll it back. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, bring it in. Good. Take it back to your one light spring. Turn your box to short box, but a little bit closer to the foot bar end of the carriage. So we want a little bit of space between the shoulder rest and the block because we're going to come to like a Z sit. On top of that box, you've got your shin pressed against the shoulder rest. So you just need enough room for your legs. We're going to reach down. We're going to take that long loop. We're going to get a little stretch here, all right? Reach your arms over your head. We're going to lean it to the side and then pull it back up. And if you feel okay, you want more of a challenge, you can straighten those arms and go for that full lean. It's a little bit tougher. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Keep your eyes looking forward. Try not to rotate just yet. Next time we're going to lean. We're going to twist and give me 3 arm presses. It's so heavy. Good thing we switched to that light. Tuck it in and come back up. Whew. Good thing we switched to that light. All right, now we switch it to the other side. So we're just going to flip-flop over. We're in that little Z sit. We've got our hips up on the box. That shin is pressed against the shoulder rest. Grab that long loop. And we're going to start with the magic circle just above our head like it's a crown. And we're going to lean it to the side like we're tapping that elbow down. It's kind of like a mermaid. It's also a good prep for when we do our side bends. For a little bit more, you reach the arms up. Sweep long arms down. You exhale it down. Inhale it up. Let's get 2 more. This last one, oops, I'm losing my grip. This last one, we're gonna reach and hold, rotate, 3 chest press. Ooh, it's so heavy. Last one, tuck it in, twist back. Hang up that long loop. All right, we're gonna hop off. We're gonna lose our box, and we're gonna finish up with our legs and straps. So go ahead and set your springs to what you like for legs. My recommendation is 2 medium springs. You can always go a little bit heavier, 1 medium, 1 heavy. You go a little bit lighter, 1 medium, 1 light. But 2 mediums is going to be a happy medium for everyone. So go ahead and lay down. We're going to get our feet into those long loops first. That magic circle is just resting down. And then we take the magic circle in between our ankles. Feet are parallel. Press the carriage out. Watch your butt here. Don't let it lift. Arms come down by your side. We're going to start with a lower and lift. Take those legs up. Keep that tailbone heavy. Sweep the legs down. We're going to point our toes to go up. Flex our feet to go down. If you want to add in a little bit more, when you get to the top, do a pulse on that ring. But really think about squeezing that ring the whole time. We don't want to just turn on the tension just to do the pulse. That ring should be leaning towards oval, or the closest you can get to an oval, because I know we're tired and sweaty, but let's do our best. Lower your legs out to a diagonal and pause. We're going to go bend and stretch. On the stretch, you can add in a pulse. Bend it in. Keep that tailbone heavy though. Press it out. Pulse. We're still in parallel. Toes are pointed if you can think about one more thing. Let's get 2 more. Last one. Float your legs up, grab that magic circle. We're just going to hold on to it with our hands, and we're going to just frog it in, and then an open and close to get a little stretch. Little frog, open and close. And I've got pressure on this magic circle. I'm keeping my arms active here. 1 more. Open, close. Take your legs straight up to the ceiling. Give a little pull back on those straps. Take a little stretch here, whatever feels nice to you. Come on out of those long loops, hang them up on your pegs. Set your magic circle down, sit all the way up, and we'll have our final breath together. Everyone take a big breath in, arms come up. Exhale, circle your arms behind you, reach back for your hands, grab your wrists, give them a pull, open your chest. On your next inhale, circle those arms up and relax. You did it. Great job. That was a beginner workout focusing on our magic circle. So thank you so much for checking in today with Tub Pilates. We're glad to have you. Please be sure to like, comment, or subscribe. Shoot us a message. Let us know what you think, anything else you want to see from us, and we'll catch you with another video next week.